Happy belated New Year, everyone. I hope you are doing well tonight. Welcome back to yet another late night live stream with me, Diihaa. After a bit of an extended break, we're back in business. Apologize for being gone for so long. I felt like I needed the time to myself, and damn, I'm very busy these days. Got to get through dental school, seeing patients and shit. It's real. It's very real. Well, what better way to start the new year than with a new game? And by new, I mean long overdue. Can you all guess based on the sound effects? Oh yeah. Now, I need to full screen this thing for the PC config. Borderless. Thank you. Alright, hopefully it should work. There we go. Alright, no audio sliders. We are chilling. Oh, I can change keybinds. Holy. Where was this the whole time? Well, I have no reason to change the keybinds right now. Reader. No, we are not doing story mode. Alright. Cool. Alright. Well, welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. Actually, what happens if I press continue? No, because this is the end of the game. No, we are starting a new adventure. The Great Ace Attorney 2. Resolve. The first one was so good, man. I honestly... Oh, 3D.
Standing here in the bright sunshine, looking out over the vast ocean. Those days in London seem like a dream. But I do miss my time in England's vast capital. You know, he's flourished into a truly wonderful lawyer. I've no doubt that at this very moment, he's fighting some noble cause in court. Forgive me for taking so long to come to visit you. My life has been such a whirlwind since I returned.
F for Kazuma.
And no one could have predicted what has happened.
Dude, I wanted to
Just 2
play
months
this
after arriving home.
for so long. Uh-oh. God damn it, not you again.
So I came here today to ask something of you. Tomorrow, I shall be standing in court. For the only time in my life. As a lawyer.
Oh shit. She's dead?
I ask for your guidance.
No way.
Kazuma-sama.
Kazuma-sama. Watch over us. Money, money. I'm here. I'm back. The blossoming attorney. Let's go girls. Girl power. Hell yeah. Anyway, as I was saying before being interrupted, I wanted to play this for so long, but then I started 100 Line, and oh boy, what a mistake that was. That game is a forever game. You know, some people think MMOs, MOBAs, League of Legends, you can play those forever. You can get addicted to it. You can play nothing else but those. Feel like no other games exist. No, 100 Line. That is the epitome. You start 100 Line, you will think nothing except 100 Line for the rest of your life. Oh, thank you, Money Money. Yeah. It has been that long, hasn't it? Affiliate anniversary. Sato. Here I am again after 9 months. The Supreme Court of Judicature of Japan. I feel so nervous, but I must steel my nerves and find a way to compose myself. Oh, it's you. Oh, good, you're here. It isn't good for a lawyer to be late. Oh, yes, good morning, sir. They recognize you. You got a fine figure, Counsel. But you look as white as a sheet. And those wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. I appreciate it, Money. Oh dear. The truth is, I'm so incredibly nervous. I feel utterly nauseated. I almost wish that I'd never been born. Goodness, not the sort of thing a father hopes to hear from his daughter, I must say. Eugene Mikotoba, professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University. A man who, early in his life, traveled to Great Britain to study the latest advances in forensic medical science. And of course, my brilliant father. Excuse me. Oh, who are you? Who's this cutie patootie? Would I be correct in thinking that you're to be my lawyer in court today? Yes, that's right, miss. Well, I want to thank you for agreeing to represent me. I swear on my life, it's a complete fabrication, this whole thing. Remember me. I see. Ace Attorney up to its usual antics. Remember me. Well, I sure don't. Born the same year as I and my greatest friend. Though unusual for a woman in our time, she works at the University Research Laboratory, helping my father. Oh, I dropped my accent for a bit, my bad. And sadly, she's the defendant in today's trial. Accused of committing a truly awful murder. I never thought I'd be playing as Susato, let alone Susato as a lawyer. Are you feeling alright? Since we started talking, you seem, well, to have become a little flushed. Oh my, it's just that... You look so gallant and dashing. Sorry? And when I fall under your intense gaze, Well, it makes me feel rather bashful. Gay, lesbian, gay. Goodness, I don't think she knows. She hasn't realized who I am. Now, Kith. Smoocher. Whoa! Let's see if our little plan for this trial is going to work. Oh, what do you mean, Professor Mikotoba? If even your best friend can't see through the disguise, I think we can relax. Disguise? Yes, I've never tried dressing this way before, of course, so I wasn't sure how convincing it would be. But this does make me feel a little relieved, as you say, Father. Father? What? Is that you, Susato? I'm so sorry I didn't say something sooner, Ray. No, what are you doing? What's going on? What? That varsity uniform, that varsity cap, that varsity cape, that varsity badge. Look at you. You look all the world just like a student at the Imperial Yuma University. A male student. I'm so glad you think so. It means all my preparations have been worthwhile. I woke at 4 this morning to make a start. But I don't understand. Why are you dressed like that? Well, you see... It was the only way. The only way she would be permitted into the Supreme Court to take on your defense in this trial. My defense? Never before in my life have I felt so frustrated at having been born into this body. Courts in Japan have been barred to women. We're not even allowed to set foot inside the courtroom. Despite the fact that the laws of the land apply to all people, male and female alike. Ooh, a little social commentary here. Okay, I'm digging it. Just a little taste, a little skimming of the surface. Let's see how deep it goes. But women are forbidden. Just for today, I'll be leaving my true self at the courtroom door, so that I can act as your lawyer. Oh, Susato, you'd go to such lengths for me. Look at her eyes, man. How can you say no to those? Of course, you're my greatest friend. I just worry that I shan't be the lawyer you deserve. Oh no, I have complete faith in you. Ray. It's so strange though. I mean, you're such an accomplished judicial assistant already. And yet, just because you're a woman... What a wretched reason. I mean, why shouldn't you be allowed in court? You're so gallant and dashing. I know what you are, Ray. I know what you are. Please don't look at me like that with those flushed cheeks and doting eyes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's just... You really do look so dashing. Oh, look at her. Look at her eyes going back and forth. Yes, you mentioned that once or twice. Whoa, you should be pleased. It means you look convincing as a man. I am pleased, I think. It certainly helped to bolster my confidence today. Ray, you're managing to put on a brave face in all this, but I can see through it. I've noticed how your shoulders are slumped and how you're trembling ever so slightly. Susato, you do believe me, don't you? I didn't do it. I couldn't have. I mean, murder. Of course, you have nothing to worry about. Your conscience is perfectly clean. Isn't that right? Yes. Yes, it is. Perfectly clean. I have absolutely no doubt in my mind about your innocence. Which is why I'll stand by you until the bitter end of this trial. Whatever happens, I'll always be on your side. Because that's what it means to be a defense lawyer. And that means so much to me, Susato. Defendant, counsel, court is about to begin. Proceed to the courtroom at once. You should go in at once, Ray. If you're late, the judge won't hesitate to pronounce you guilty. Oh. Stand aside! I don't think I've ever seen her run so fast. Oh, Susanoo, you're certainly surprised your father, going to such lengths to be admitted into the courtroom, and with no prior experience of being a lawyer. I wouldn't say no experience. She was next to one for so long. She just absorbs it through osmosis. Surely. There's simply no other way. That's all there is to it. But, Father, you haven't told her, have you? I mean, I'm right in assuming Ray doesn't know how it came to this. Yes, quite right. I've kept that information from her. It would only worry her if she found out that no other lawyer would agree to take her case. I didn't want to burden her with that. And is it true, the reason why every other lawyer is refusing to take the case? Is it really because of who the victim was? The victim was definitely not who I expected. We should be making a move now, too. As you know, law isn't my field, but I'll do what I can to support my students. Thank you, Father. I thought they were setting her up to be like this big villain in the first game. I'm Susanoo Mikotoba, a judicial assistant. 8 months ago, I accompanied a student of law on a study trip to Great Britain. But 2 months ago, due to unforeseen circumstances, I found myself back in Japan. How many times have I wished that you were here? I wonder. Still, I have no choice now but to steel myself for the trial ahead. Wish me luck, Naruhodo-san. Bright and early, 9 a.m. Who's that guy? I feel like that's a different pain. This judge is now in session to hear the trial of Ray Membami. The prosecution is fully ready to proceed, Your Excellency. Ooh. Dude, she looks so good. The little lavender trim. Oh, she is... Dare I say she is slaying in that outfit. She has that shit on, man. Defense counsel, are you ready? Yes, Your Excellency. We are ready. Ready! I have to, like, try to make an impression of a little British girl trying to impersonate a man as a man. Ah, yes, counsel. According to your registration details, your name is, Ryutaro Naruhodo. Is that correct? Ryutaro. Sorry? Oh yes, I had to come up with a suitable male name for you this little venture. I'm so afraid to say, I simply put down the first name that sprung to mind. Oh, counsel? Yes, that's right. That's me. Yes, I'm Yutaro. He who has vowed to uphold the pride of the great Naruhodo clan. Ah. Seems Ryutaro may need to consider how better to uphold his manly act first and not overdo it. And those wild, wide eyes aren't doing you any favors either. Just relax and listen. Naruhodo? A fresh face in this courtroom, if I'm not mistaken. But the name Naruhodo, would that perchance be? You may be thinking of Ryunosuke Naruhodo, currently in Britain as part of a study program. This is, his cousin. That's right. Ryutaro here has been studying the provinces, but he was called to the capital for this trial. I assure you, in matters of law, his knowledge rivals that of any Tokyo's preeminent lawyers.
Any of them? Tut tut. What a pitiful situation.
I think this is the same Ouchie as the first game, now that I look at him.
Having been rejected by every lawyer in the capital, the accused has to call in a country boy. How dare you? Chisato is as every bit as gallant and dashing as any of your Tokyo attorneys.
No, you're blowing my cover.
Huh?
Oh,
Please be careful, Ray. What an unrefined tomboy we have here. But I wonder, is your gallant and dashing lawyer up to the challenge of defending you? His wide, skittish eyes very much suggest that he is not. Ugh, I'm so nervous. Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand what Naruhodo-san goes through. Like it or not, eyes are wont to flit.
the case to be heard on this day is a matter of great significance to our national interests. In fact, it would be reasonable to assume the outcome of this trial may very well affect the future of our empire.
Oh, no pressure. Just like the trial 9 months ago. And yet, for the proceedings of such importance, we have this unknown yokel by the dock? Dear me.
Perhaps this would be an appropriate moment for me to assess the defense, to determine whether you are sufficiently competent to practice in this courtroom.
All right, Dad. Give me the deets.
9 months ago, when a certain other Naruhodo stood where you're standing now. The same judge tested him as well. And even though he was just a student at the time, not even of law, he passed the test with flying colors. For a trained and experienced judicial assistant like you, this will be easy. So, counsel, do you consent to answering some simple questions?
Oh, where'd your cloak go? All right, it's time to prove myself.
She's so cute, man.
Yes, Your Excellency. But please do make them simple.
Very well, to start with, you will state the name of the victim.
Phew, that is simple. I couldn't forget that if I tried.
Where's my... Where's my court record? What's the matter?
Now that I'm standing in his shoes, I'm starting to understand something else Naruhodo-san goes through. Like it or not, mine's are wont to blank.
It's not surprising, really. It's your first time in this position and in that guise. Even a bright spark like you is bound to flicker and falter under a little under the circumstances.
Oh dear, this is a dismal failure.
Don't fret. You need only use the knowledge you've gained as a judicial assistant to overcome the problem.
Of course, the court record. Yes, the answer will be amongst all the key information about the case in the court record.
That's right, just use E to open the court record. Then you will flip to the people section with E. And don't take too long over it. His Excellency is watching you closely.
All right, check the court record with E. That's where the information I need will be.
Bars. Postmortem report? No, we need people. We got Eugene, 43. Zam Daddy, Remember Me. And Giselle Brett. 9 months ago, she was found guilty of the murder of visiting professor Dr. John Wilson. Very, very interesting. And we have Ouchie, 52. Ouch. I do want to read this single piece of evidence we have. Time of death just after 2 p.m. Death is believed to be due to trauma to the victim's lung from a knife blade. Only a single wound was identified. Single deep stab wound piercing a lung. Notes: extreme meiosis, pupil constriction, was observed in the victim in both eyes. Interesting. Extreme meiosis. I'm waiting, counsel. What is the name of the victim in this case? Ouchie. No, it's Miss Brett.
Yes!
Yes. What? Okay. I was like, camera? Cameraman? Fire this guy? The name of the victim who lost her life in this case is Miss Giselle Brett. I don't really get what the name Giselle Brett is supposed to be. What's the joke there? Giselle Brett. A name that will never be forgotten in the courtrooms of our country, I'm sure. Correct. And being a member of our empire's judiciary, you will be well aware of the significance of that name. So, let me pose another simple question. As you know, Miss Brett was a visiting student from the Empire of Great Britain. Why, then, is her name indelibly associated with our own empire's judicial history? Obviously, you won't have forgotten that case from 9 months ago. But it's proving hard to recall the finer points. Everything you need is included in the court record. The start of everything. Behind the woman's student persona was the face of a killer, Queen Victoria.
Yes!
You go, girl. Do that desk slam. 9 months ago, a visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University was killed. Man, I'm feeling really congested right now, so I feel like it kind of makes me mess up my delivery sometimes. And the culprit was Giselle Brett. Yes, she was a killer. At the time, our country had just signed a new treaty with the Empire of Great Britain, and it was in the midst of this delicate diplomatic situation that the incident occurred. An Englishman, Dr. John H. Wilson, was shot dead. No, Wilson! Not just any guy, it's fucking Wilson! Sholmes' bro! And Iris's dad. This is so fucked up. Well, she deserved to die. That bitch. I believe he was an associate of yours, Professor Mikotoba? Yes, I was indebted to the man. He'd been my mentor when I went to London to study forensic medicine. Indeed, it was I who invited him here to Japan as a visiting professor at the university. Naturally, the murder of an Englishman on our soil was the matter the government wished to resolve rapidly. Indeed it was, which is why a secret trial was conducted here at the Supreme Court. student of the Imperial Yume University, was arrested on suspicion of murder. Second-year English language student by the name of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. Kazuma, we still miss you. With the help of his best friend, a student lawyer, the accused conducted his own defense and exposed the despicable crime committed by Miss Giselle Brett. Miss Brett eventually admitted to her crime. However, when questioned about the motive that drove her to take Dr. Wilson's life, she gave no satisfactory answer before the trial reached its conclusion. Did she ever get punished?
Immediately after the trial, the British government brought its consular jurisdiction into play. We were unable to sentence Miss Brett according to our empire's laws. It was decided that she would be removed to Shanghai, China instead.
Fucking exiled to China. Your punishment? You are now Chinese.
Why Shanghai?
There's a British consular court there. He oversaw the negotiations personally. Personally, he went there. The date of her transfer to Shanghai was finally settled upon only last week. All that remained of our empire's obligations was to see the woman safely on board a steamship.
And yet, the very day before her departure, the Englishwoman was killed.
Only the day before? All right. I passed the competency test. Yippee.
Oh. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Over the first hurdle. All right, let's hear it. Let's get an ouchie.
As is your wish, Your Excellency.
The repugnant crime took place on the 11th of August in broad daylight. A little beach here, on the outskirts of the imperial capital, under a bright blue sky, at a secluded bathing spot by the sea. Crab spotted. The incident occurred inside a small beach hut, erected for bathers to rest or change their clothes. The cause of death was a single stab wound to the posterior abdomen that pierced the victim's lung. An injury which proved fatal. There were two persons alone together in the beach hut at the time of the victim's death. Miss Brett, in her bathing attire,
And the accused, remember me. Accordingly, there can be no doubt of the accused's guilt, especially when we consider she had a powerful motive. The police arrived rapidly at the scene and promptly arrested the young lady.
what motive? Well, that extraordinary description of events leaves me somewhat lost for words, I must say. That's certainly true. The prosecution's summary was full of words that raise an awful lot of questions. As a lawyer, I really ought to pick up the prosecution counsel on what he said about powerful motive. That's what I'm most curious about.
You're clearly exaggerating. Powerful motive is a blatant overstatement. Tut tut tut. Is the yokel boy using his long words he doesn't fully understand? I beg your pardon?
What's your motive? Research assistant. Aha. Fascinating to hear. Now, another question. You were studying under Dr. Wilson? Oh no. Dr. Wilson? The visiting English professor who was murdered?
The accused had a deep-seated respect for her former mentor, Dr. Wilson.
So she wanted revenge, is what you're saying. Sure, bud.
Oh no, Ray, be careful what you're saying.
The motive is revenge. Well, it was clearly a trap all along. How wicked of him to use Ray's undying respect for a former mentor against her like that. More details. Tell me more about the bathing spot.
What do you want, you fresh-faced young yokel student?
I wonder, could you explain, please? You mentioned a bathing spot. The very latest trend in public health practices. I see. It's not what I meant. This Brett had, to all intents and purposes, been found guilty of murder. Why would a known criminal have been relaxing by the sea?
For old time's sake, I believe.
Sorry? Aha. Final wish was to enjoy a day on the coast. Oh, I'm getting drowsy. That's no good. We're doing a little quickie today, it seems. Look, first time back this year. I didn't expect to do a damn marathon or anything, but man, it's gonna take a while for me to get used to streaming late again. All right. Yeah, the British are too strong. In fact, the murder took place. No one has proved that yet. The stage, I need to gather more information. Okay. One more thing. Being alone together. I'm really starting to wish we'd made my alias Ryutaro Sasato. Detective? Okay. We gotta bring in the other witness then. Mm-hmm. As we know, the following day would see Miss Britt extradited to the British authorities in Shanghai. Fucking Chinese for the rest of your life. They caught her at a very Chinese time in her life, I suppose. Well, she was about to hit the Chinese time in her life. Ah. Ugh, I am so tired. I think I'll end this one a little earlier than expected too. I thought I would go to like an hour, but jeez, I can feel myself like dozing off. I've been awake for way too long today. Seeing the murder of the mentor for whom she had such great respect, enjoying such undeserved liberty. Yes, even it was only temporary until Miss Brett's extradition to Shanghai. You can hardly blame Ray for her feelings of anger and resentment. Poor Ray. So, Your Excellency, if you'd be so kind as to peruse this exhibit. Alright, show me the picture. Oh god. Tragic image. There's a lot going on here. Alan, we are so fucked. That picture is no good for us, man. No good. I wonder what that kanji says on his fan. Multiple witnesses? Oh no. Okay, yeah, show the witnesses and then we'll be done for the night. Bring forth the clowns. Trying 9 months ago here in this very courthouse. Utterly humiliated me. Yeah. Serves you right. Dude. Oh, he's wearing his hair differently. No wonder I thought he would look different. Or is that a different guy? I mean, either they're related or or they're the same. I can't really think of any other way. Aha. It is the same guy. And he never fixed his hair. Strike the bell of a samurai whose top knot has been cut, and the bell of cultural enlightenment tolls.
Yes, on that fateful day, my former self died.
The start of your own mini Meiji revolution.
Silence! Since I swore revenge back then, there has been a miracle atop my head. Observe the ouchie growth.
I do not call it the ouchie growth. Incredible, but damn. Some other name. The seed of hope. I think that tiny growth is trying to tell me something. I'm afraid I can't really see. Where is the hope exactly? Face another yokel student of the Naruto clan.
Well, I will vanquish you. My victory will be the fertilizer with the seed of hope atop my head. You have been warned.
All right, witnesses. Bring them in. Prosecution and defense each has much to lose. A haircut is hardly comparable to Ray's life. Oh, Muller guy. Writer? Oh, we just got a bunch of returning faces. Oh, look at the turtle on your head. Oh. Chief Inspector Satoru Hosonaga, Imperial Chief Bureau. I'm in disguise, obviously, so I can go undetected. And I am, well, the next big thing in books. An author renowned throughout the capital, in fact, yes. Soon to be sold out, the satirical I Am a Cat. Who's that guy in the back? Sensational Success by Soseki Natsume. Oh my goodness! Struggling student for the provinces, please. You needn't be in awe of me.
I needn't? It is only natural that you would feel nervous in my presence, but all of you, please relax. Call me Soseki even. Yes. What on earth is Soseki-san doing here? The author fellow knows you from your time in London, doesn't he, if he exposes you? I presume Soseki-san will have forgotten about me. I could certainly never forget him. There was something on my face. Yes, you do. Glasses, for one, they don't seem to be helping you see. It's my guiding principle to carry out all testimonies flawlessly. Well, I can appreciate why an Imperial Police Bureau detective might have been present. What business did a writer such as yourself have being at the scene, Soseki-san? Uh-huh. Wow, he's lecturing. With my father? With Professor Miko Toba? Oh, interesting. Alright, continuing attack about a discussion between my father and Soseki-san. Okay. Interesting. Man, this is going on for a while. As I explained before, Miss Brett was never taken into custody. She continued to work in my laboratory, under strict surveillance, of course. Why did you still let her in? She killed a guy. Permit Miss Brett to go as long as the detective accompanies her. Extremely challenging to clear all the members from the public from the vicinity of the beach. Oh, you're coughing again. Oh no. You're coughing blood? Oh shit. Right, you were dying in the first game too. Oh god, he's gonna die in this one now. Yo, you got something on you.
Does that mean he went to the beach too, Father? I like how they say Ryotaro in the fucking name box. And that as my assistant, Ray was invited to take my place. I feel like this guy is very suspicious with the blue on your hand too. He's just not like he's not a faceless NPC. This guy has like a sculpted face and everything. And you're dying again. Alright, we will do this later. I'm way too tired for this. Awesome. Well, thank you all for joining me on this little brief return back. We'll be getting back into the flow of things soon enough. Once I get my sleep cycle dialed in. But it's good to be back. Alright, well. Apologies for the short stream again. The quickie, as they say. Well, until next time, take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your night. Stay safe out there and be well.